This happened when I was 21 during a road trip I took with two friends through Northern California. We had planned to drive up the coast and camp for a few nights before heading inland through a national forest area. None of us had ever been there before, but we figured it would be an easy place to find quiet camping spots. The first 2 days went perfectly. We drove through small coastal towns, hiked during the day, and camped near the shoreline. On the third day, we decided to head inland through a long forest road that cut across the mountains. According to the map, it would save us a few hours of driving. The road started normally enough. Tall trees on both sides, winding curves, and almost no traffic. After about 30 minutes, the forest became thicker and the road narrower. The sunlight barely made it through the branches. Then the fog started. At first, it was just thin patches drifting between the trees, but within 10 minutes, it turned into a heavy gray wall. Visibility dropped so much that we had to slow down to about 20 miles per hour. Maybe we should turn around, my friend Alex said from the passenger seat. Relax, I replied. It's just fog. But even as I said it, the road felt different. The fog wasn't just covering the road. It seemed to be moving slowly through the trees like smoke. Sometimes it would thin out for a moment and reveal the forest clearly, then thicken again until everything disappeared. About 15 minutes later, we saw headlights ahead. At first, I thought it was another car approaching from the opposite direction, but the lights weren't moving. They were just sitting there in the middle of the road. As we got closer, the shape of a vehicle appeared through the fog. An old pickup truck. It was parked sideways across the road, blocking both lanes. That's weird, Alex said. I slowed the car to a stop about 20 feet away. The truck's headlights were on, shining directly at us, but the engine wasn't running. I could tell because there was no sound. My other friend, Marcus, leaned forward from the back seat. Maybe someone broke down, he said. I honked lightly. Nothing happened. No movement inside the truck. No one stepping out. Okay, that's creepy, Marcus said. Alex opened his door. Wait, I said quickly. I'm just going to see if someone needs help. Before I could stop him, he stepped out into the fog and walked toward the truck. The fog swallowed him almost immediately, leaving only the beam of the truck's headlights cutting through the gray air. Marcus and I watched silently from the car. Alex reached the driver's side door and looked inside. Then he froze. Is someone there? I called. Out. He didn't answer. He just stood there staring into the cab. Alex, Marcus said loudly. Finally, Alex slowly stepped backward away from the truck. He turned toward us and walked back to the car quickly. When he opened the door and got inside, his face looked pale. There's nobody in it, he said. What? Marcus asked. The keys are in the ignition. Headlights on. But there's no one in the truck. We all looked back at it. The fog seemed thicker now. The truck looked almost ghostly under the beams of its own headlights. Maybe they went into the woods, Marcus suggested. Alex shook his head slowly. I don't think so. Before I could ask what he meant, the truck's headlights suddenly turned off. The road went dark. Only our car's headlights remained. Marcus jumped. Did you see that? I didn't touch anything, Alex said. None of us spoke for a moment. Then the fog behind the truck shifted. At first I thought it was just wind. Then shapes began forming inside it. Tall shapes. Human shapes. 1, 2, 3 figures slowly becoming visible through the fog behind the truck. They weren't walking. They were just standing there, perfectly still, facing our car. I felt my chest tighten. Are those people? Marcus whispered. None of us answered. The figures didn't move. They just stood in a line behind the truck, like they had been there the entire time. Then one of them raised its arm, slowly, and pointed directly at our car. Okay. Nope, Alex said immediately. Drive. I didn't argue. I threw the car into reverse and backed up quickly, tires sliding slightly on the damp pavement. The figures didn't chase us. They didn't even move. They just stood there watching. After about 50 feet, I turned the car around and drove back the way we had come, as fast as the fog would allow. None of us spoke for several minutes. Finally, Marcus broke the silence. Did you see their faces? I glanced at him in the rearview mirror. What about them? They didn't have any, he said quietly. I didn't sleep much that night. But the part that still bothers me most happened the next morning. We checked the map again. The road where we had seen the truck didn't exist.